few weeks ago, I was standing in a room, part of a group that I participate in the leadership team of, and one of the other leaders came up beside me, got kind of close, and said somewhat quietly, "You are my serenity right now." They weren't joking, they weren't being facetious, they weren't mocking anything. They had just encountered an individual on the other side of the room who, let's just say, had a very high level of energy and probably not a good level of energy. And this individual, after having been able to kind of remove themselves from that situation, had come over and quite literally was attempting to just, I guess, feed off of or absorb some of the calm energy that I bring with me. It might seem very ethereal. This is not a mystic channel. In fact, welcome. You're watching the Servant-Minded Leadership channel. So why do I tell the story? Well, first of all, I was so honored by the statement. As weird as sounded in the moment, I'm kind of like, wait, what? And then I realized what was going on. I was so honored that in a room full of people, many of which were actually great leaders, the one person that this individual felt they should come to was me. I was honestly blown away. But as always, I interpret everything through the lens of how we can be better leaders. And I thought to myself, am I always a calming presence? That doesn't mean I don't have energy. That doesn't mean that I am not, going and doing and achieving and being and animated. But when I enter a room, do people feel as though that is a grounded, that is a stable, that is a peaceful person? Or is it tumultuous and you never know who you're going to get? And boy, I sure hope John's in a good mood today. And I really genuinely think that it is the first one. But I also think it's a great leadership lesson for why it is so important, why it is so important that we are emotionally stable. That we're not like the waves crashing down, that we're not the valleys and the hills and the ups and the downs, but that we are a presence in a room that when we enter, we bring with us calm, level leadership. Again, I'm not saying you shouldn't be animated. I'm not saying that there shouldn't be energy. I'm a very energetic person. I'm the type of person that's been known to walk into Culver's and be like, "It's okay, it's all right, I'm here," just to get a laugh. Usually it does. But are we bringing positive energy? Are we bringing something valuable? Or are we taking our attitude and pushing it off on everybody else and making their life miserable? I think that we as leaders, our call to action today, we would do really well to be that calming presence, to be somebody in the room that people, when the tensions are high, when the strings are tight, that people feel like, you know what, I'm gonna go stand over there. Because I know that's a safe, emotional, and energy space to be in. I was so honored in that moment, and I'll bet you that if you've had a similar experience, you were honored as well. It's a beautiful thing to be able to lead, not necessarily with our words, not even sometimes with our actions, but just with our presence. One of the best ways we can do that is by being emotionally stable. Thank you for joining me today. You have been watching the Servant-Minded Leadership channel, where we empower leaders to change the world.